Hospital by our photojournalist Chris Monies. You can see it coming down quite steadily then, and we heard it on the roof here. It sounded kind of like that thing.
But it's pretty quiet now, Zach. Did it come and leave like that?
It is out of here. I mean, look at this shot behind me. Blue sky, sun's coming out again. I'm going to ditch the jacket and be out of the Backyard Weather Center again for the 7 o'clock newscast here on CBS 6. We didn't have the hail here that our neighbors up in the northern neck had. Boy, they had a ton of hail. Not damaging hail, but it was small hail, pea-sized to about dime-size hail, and it covered the ground. In some cases, looked like it snowed out there. And somebody sent me a note. His name was Howard Kaiser. He said that the thunder never stopped, something he had not experienced before in his lifetime. All right, out there right now, again, the blue skies have reemerged. 50 was our morning low, 82 our high temperature this afternoon. And the rain just came through, so it hasn't been registered yet. But I'll update that for the 11 o'clock show, let you know how much rain we got. Look at this, a north to northeast wind at 25, gusting to 51 miles per hour. That's the gust front that moved through, and above the ground, the low clouds that were hanging down that moved through, that was the shelf cloud. Whenever you see a shelf cloud like that, it's formed because of that gust front at the surface. So it tells you what is happening at the surface, and there is the proof right there. Strong wind gust at RIC. It's 65 in Richmond, but 62 out in Louisa. A little cooler there, and just 61 in Tappahannock and 60 in Kilmarnock. Still in the upper 70s back to the south and western areas that have not been affected directly by storms. Lanesville, some rainfall there down to New Kent, Quinton, Roxbury, Providence, Forge. Here in southeast sides of the Richmond area, it's just some heavy rainfall around Varina. Still some gusty winds here. Again, the Doppler velocities indicate winds upper 40s and low 50s. And so there's a chance for some strong gusty winds as these storms continue to move through New Kent and Charles City counties and then down into Prince George County as well. In behind this, the sun is coming out, and it should be a great evening. Now, early tomorrow morning, it's going to take some time to get here, but early tomorrow morning, these storms that are developing up in the Great Lakes and will develop further south and east as we get into early tomorrow morning will come into Virginia, and that could pose another threat for some severe weather. Rest of tonight, not much going on. Midnight, quiet out there. We'll have the big full moon, the pink moon as it's called. And then look at this, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here come the storms, and these are ones that originate way up in Ohio and move south and east. They could have wind damage potential with them as they roll through. Most of the rest of tomorrow looks fine. We'll have a few pop-up storms in the afternoon. And then we'll have one more round of storms coming through. This will be Thursday afternoon, really about midday as the cold front moves through, a narrow line of showers and some thunderstorms. And behind that front will be much cooler weather for Friday and Saturday, setting us up for the potential, at least, for a frost Saturday morning. Lows tonight will be in the mid to upper 50s in most areas, some 60s south and west, so really not that cool of a night. And then highs tomorrow are going to make it back up in the low and mid 80s. It should be every bit as warm or as hot as it was today. There's a look at your forecast. 40% chance for some showers and thunderstorms early in the morning, then a break, and then a slight chance for redeveloping showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. There's a look at your temperature trend over the next week. 84 tomorrow, 77 on Thursday, and then we'll drop it down. These are highs, low 60s Friday and Saturday before we warm back up as we get into next week. And as this cooler air settles in, it will give us that opportunity for a frost. Now, I'm going with 37 for the overnight low here in Richmond, but a lot of times in outlying areas in your backyard, it may drop another couple degrees. Could be cold enough for a frost, so just keep that in mind if you got a jump start on the early spring planting. You may need to cover some stuff up and bring it inside. Rain chances will continue to increase as we get toward the end of the weekend and early next week.
Thank you.